Now, questionnaires and job requisitions. So let me give you a brief. I'll not go point by point. We all know job requisition in normal terms is nothing but your job opening. So if any company wants to hire anybody, first they have to prepare a job opening. Okay, they have to work on that job opening with all kind of details, with compensation details, with job profile, the roles and responsibilities, okay, the locations, the hiring start date, when it will start, when it will end. So everything will be created in job openings, and then they are going to post that job openings into different job sites like Indeed, LinkedIn, all that stuff, Glassdoors and all, or even to their websites for their internal candidates, for internal people. Because now companies also tend to cross train people, or if anybody is in Java, let's say I'm working in Java but I'm interested in Workday, and then I want to do an internal transfer. So for that, again, I can go to my company's website, I can search and I can apply from there. So these are all terms we generally call it as an job requisitions. And when it comes to your questionnaire, so whenever you are applying for a job, so maybe they might put you some questions, right? So do you have eligibility to work in this particular country? Or are you an H1B holder, or are you an green card holder? So there might be certain questions, right? So configuring those questions when a candidate goes and sees all that kind of configurations, we are going to see in your questionnaires and job requisitions. And job postings, as I've discussed, you can always post a job. Once your job opening is ready, once your job requisition is created, the next step will always be you have to post a job. So you can post a job external, that means to outside people, or internal, that means to internal employees. How you post, how they go, how a candidate will go and find the job opening, and then how he's going to apply, and then where we are going to see that candidate in your job requisitions, all that process will be shown to you. And then we have something like career sites and job applications. Career sites is something like Workday have its own site. Okay, if any client who is implementing Workday recruiting, they have a separate site which Workday is going to give it, and that server and everything will be maintained by Workday. So the client have to just take the license, and then there would be a site created by Workday, and then that site can be posted where we can post the jobs in that particular site, and any candidate can register in that site, log into that particular site, see the job description, apply there, and then he becomes an active applicant once he applies for that particular job requisition. So that is always your career sites. And then job application is again a BP. Again, we are touching our business process, which we have seen in our core HR. Again, it's a BP. Again, you have to run through certain process whenever you are hiring anybody. So that recruiting sub process is there, right? So that is something like your job application sub processes, where you have multiple business processes like review, screening, interview, employment agreement, ready for hire. You have offer sub process. You have so many sub processes where you have to configure all those things in order. And again, it all depends on the client. If the client says that, no, I don't want to go for employment agreement sub process, then you can leave it. You don't need to configure anything there. But whatever is required, that you have to show, and you have to explain this as a consultant. You have to explain this to your client that these are the options given by Workday, and this is what it will happen if you configure this. And if your client likes it, then they will go for the next steps of implementing those things. Okay. And then we have something like job application sub process, prospects and candidates. So we have a difference between prospects. Prospects is something like the person, for example, let's say I'm eager to change my company. So let's say I went to Amazon site, and then so I've just clicked on a particular job opening and I liked it, but somewhere maybe my education qualification is not supporting, or maybe my level of experience is not supporting. So what I do is I don't apply for that job, but I have viewed that particular job. Now, any person who views a job but doesn't apply is nothing but an prospect. Prospect is something like who did not apply for it, but he have just gone through the job description. Candidate is the person who have applied for that job. He have gone through the description and he have applied. He becomes an active candidate, and then that person can be taken to the next level of process. So those things, and we have separate functionality called evergreen requisitions, and then we have some standard reporting in recruitment as well, which we will again go through that. Okay, so this is all what I have planned to cover in recruitment functional.